Unpopular opinion, but sometimes you're not the type B friend, you're just a.
So I'm going to assume that I'm quite a bit older than that creator. And so as a 36-year-old woman who is herself the type A friend, the planner friend, the follow-up email friend, the spreadsheet friend, the host friend, if you are also that person, at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, you are going to start have to editing your friend groups. Because for the people who put a lot of effort and priority and organization into their platonic relationships, you can easily lose very long periods of time in friendships that are not 50-50. They're not even close to 80-20. And a lot of times the total lack of reciprocity or total lack of effort on behalf of one of the friends will be waved away as that's my personality type, I'm disorganized, I'm too busy, etc. And I want to say first of all that especially in this economy, most people are busy. Most people have a lot of things going on and are bringing all kinds of different contexts to their friendships. But as it pertains to personality type or even things like neurodivergence, the people who are putting forth the effort to prioritize their friendships are not always necessarily the people to whom it comes naturally. And there are plenty of people who could be making a lot more of an effort and who choose not to. And that is totally their prerogative. But if you are someone who is constantly pouring into a relationship and not being refilled in return, like, that's a sign that you have to downgrade or even eliminate that friendship. And to be clear, even some of my closest friends are very sort of type B, not planner types. For example, I'll have to text them sometimes multiple times in a row to get an answer, but they do show up in their own meaningful ways. And so I feel very fulfilled in those relationships. You don't owe people being the type A planner girly, but you do owe people reciprocity in relationships. And if you are not providing that, you need to accept that you might lose it. And just because we live in a culture that heavily devalues platonic relationships as compared to romantic ones doesn't mean your friends don't get to have any standards or expectations for how they're treated. But the truth is, a lot of people just genuinely don't care about being good friends and are content to skate through years of friendships, letting the other person do all of the work and chalk that up to a difference in personality type. So if you are someone who is feeling that imbalance and it's really hurtful and frustrating to you, like, know that that is valid and take it from someone who let a lot of that dynamic continue way too long in certain friendships before I started editing. You will be much better off the sooner you address that. You don't deserve all type A friends, but you do deserve basic reciprocity.